What's up, guys? Um, Today I don't really feel like being seen really on camera. I kind of just want to be heard. So that's why you're staring at my fabulous little crystal grid that I built last night. I want to talk about a couple things that sort of jumped out at me when I woke up this morning. The first thing I guess I want to talk about is relationships. All the relationships in my life are changing. They have changed, and I feel as though they're going to continue to change. You know, the relationship I have with myself is growing stronger every single day. And as that connection gets stronger with my knowingness, my soul connection, my connection to source, as that grows deeper, I'm finding that all of the other relationships in my life that don't match that frequency, that knowingness, that vibration, that, level of consciousness, they're all falling away. They're falling apart. They're falling away. Even those closest to me, including my father. It's sad. It's sad to me that I can no longer have certain relationships with people. But deep down, I really know that not only am I doing what I need to do for my path here on this planet right at this very second, but I'm also, I'm not helping anyone by staying around them if they're not, awake. Everybody else has their own path they need to be following. So I don't know how I really feel about the fact that I'm sort of losing many, many relationships that I've had all my life. I don't know how I feel. Like I said, I'm saddened at times by it. And I mean the relationships of those closest to me make me sort of, I get saddened about those relationships falling away. All the other relationships in terms of friends that are still stuck in certain paradigms, or any other sort of fundamental regular relationships, those are relationships that have fallen away that I'm completely okay with. But I just wish for those I love so much to see what I see, to feel what I feel, to know what I know. And what do I know? I have no idea what I know. I know nothing. But it is that certainty that I have so deep down within me. It is so strong in terms of the connection that I have with that voice, that guidance, that, it makes you feel as though maybe the one thing I do know is that I don't know anything. I don't, I just wanted to express a little bit about how I'm dealing with sort of my relationships right now. They each consistently seem to be falling away. And, most of me is okay with that at this point, because it's almost as though the second I'm around anyone or anything that does not resonate with my frequency, with my level of consciousness, I am instantaneously shut off to it. You know what I mean? Maybe it's a defense mechanism. I don't know. But it's a protective sort of knowing inside of me that it's almost like an alarm goes off all of a sudden now. Now that I channeled last week, and now that I have seen certain aspects of my higher selves, and these connections are getting stronger, I am so in tune with anything that doesn't resonate with my frequency, with my level of awareness. I can see it from a mile away, and maybe that's another reason why I'm losing relationships, because I can call bullshit on people from, I don't know. It's like I shake people's hands and look into their eyes and I can tell who they are. If that makes sense. I don't know if it does, but that's exactly how it feels. It's amazing. It's an amazing feeling. It just saddens me that I can't share this growth with those that are closest to me, that I love so much, that I want so much for, that I want, to grow as much as I'm growing. I had a message today from an old friend from high school who has made quite a life for himself. He's worked very hard. He has his own business. He's world traveled. He's smart. He's cute. He's successful. He lives in the heart of Manhattan and has, more money than he needs. And that's amazing and that's wonderful. And I, from the bottom of my heart, I'm happy for him personally in terms of what he has achieved. But I had a message from him this morning in my inbox out of nowhere saying, kind of breaking it down for me as if he knows what he's talking about in terms of my spirituality and what he sees in my videos that he happened to stumble across. I'm not going to go into details, but it was very interesting to me that, material success and all of the things that we're born and raised to believe are what we need to achieve in order to be somebody. The fact that he has all of those things, he thought that he could, sort of break it down for me and tell me what it is. Why it is I'm doing what I'm doing, how it is, and what needs to be different because I'm doing it wrong, basically. It was just very funny to me that he thought he could, break it down to me. As if I'm clueless. As if I'm some hippy-dippy clueless, retard who is delusional or something. I don't know. But, that's what sort of prompted me to want to talk about relationships. I don't know. There's another thing I wanted to mention as well. Since channeling last week, you guys, which I promise you, I will post the message. I will post it. I just haven't felt the need to yet. When the time is right, I will. For those of you who messaged. But ever since that moment of connection, that vibration, that sensation, that overwhelming magnificence of, whatever it was that came over me, I am now very much in tune with not only my actions, being aware of the things that I do, not only being aware of the things that I say, but I am now on an energetic level being prompted every single time I have a thought go through my head that does not resonate with my new frequency. It's almost like my higher self comes down and flicks me in the forehead. Like, doink. That's what it feels like. Every single time I have a thought like, whatever it is, I feel like shit, or I'm so this, or I'm so that, or I wish for, whatever it is, you know what I mean? Or, this bitch this, or this person did this. Anytime I even have so much as an inkling in my mind that is of the lower vibrational realm, you know, I can feel it energetically. It's very interesting. It's like, since channeling, I have now, you know, I am now known, you know. They're waiting on me now to bring it, which they're waiting on all of us to bring it right now. But now that it's, you know, now that it's come through me, which it's going to come through many of you very, very soon if it hasn't already, these, you know, these star families, these voices from beyond, these beings of divine light that are around you as I speak to you right now. They're all watching and they're all waiting to see who's going to bring it right now. But I digress with that. But yeah, I can feel it. It's very, very interesting. I can now it's to the point, even over the last week, now it's to the point where even before I think the negative thought, I'm prompted early enough to not have the thought at all. Like, that's how crazy it is. It's like I stop myself before I even resonate at that level, which is pretty freaking amazing, if I do say so myself. So I guess that's what I wanted to talk about. I'm not really sure what the point of this was. I just wanted to vent a little bit about, you know, the fact that I'm losing majority of the relationships I've had throughout my life with certain people that no longer are conducive towards my growth. So I guess my advice to anyone listening who can, you know, resonate with what I have to say is, you know, this is the time, you guys, to make those ties, you know, dissipate, to cut people off, you know, get rid of whatever it is that is holding you back, you know, that which no longer serves. You know, that was what we talked about last week with our crystal card reading. This is the time to be doing those things, whether it's, you know, you no longer feel as though you love this person anymore in terms of, you know, boyfriend, girlfriend, or boyfriend, boyfriend, or whatever it is for you. Or, you know, a best friend, or a mother, or a father, or, you know, a sister, or a brother, or whoever it is that no longer aids you in your growth when you are around them. You need to cut those ties, because you know, the veil is getting much, much thinner every second that ticks by. And, you know, it is up to us to take those opportunities of, you know, growth and moving on, you know, take them full force and run with it, you guys, because who knows how much time we have left, right? You know, everybody's so focused on December, but who the hell knows what's going to happen? It could be, people are talking about May 20th, something about there's an alignment that's going to happen. So we don't know, you guys. Stop focusing on timelines, PS. Side note, you know. But anyway, again, I'm getting off topic, as usual. But, I just wanted to share that with you guys because, you know, I'm quite certain I'm not the only one experiencing this. You know, more and more of us are being activated on a daily basis. So I'm sure of that, but, you know, it saddens me. So, I guess all I can do is just, you know, pray for those I love to find the light within, as I have. And I guess that's all I can do. I mean, what else can I do? I've lived my life a control freak, Virgo, OCD, crazy, you know, crazy person. That's just who I am. You know, I'm the one with the big mouth who tells it like it is, who will tell you when I feel like telling you what it is, how I feel like telling you. what it is. Whether you like it or not, like, that's who I am. And now that I'm becoming more and more enlightened every moment of every day, I'm losing that sense of control. I'm not only am I losing the sense of control, but I'm losing my need to control everything, to, you know, make everybody understand things, or, you know, control what others feel about me, or, you know, control others' spiritual paths and their awakening. I can't control it, and I'm losing my need to control it, which is absolutely freeing, for lack of a better word. It's like a weight has been lifted. But that aside, you know, my heart yearns for everybody that I love so dearly to find what I have found. And, you know, take it upon themselves to do what I have done, which was stop pointing my finger outward at every single person and place and thing, blaming everything else for why I am the way that I am, you know, and start looking inwards and dealing with the fact that everything that had become my life when I hit rock bottom and I awoke, it was because of things that I had done. It was nobody else's fault. It was nothing else that did that to me, you know. It was me. And I think it was such a monumental moment for me to sort of realize that, you know, I consciously made the decisions that I did for so many years that led me to where I ended up, which I wouldn't take back in a heartbeat, by the way, because if I hadn't gone through the horror of what I went through and hitting rock bottom, I would have never woken up. I would have never began this crazy ascension path. So I don't regret anything I've ever done or said or, you know, been, but it's just all about that moment of stopping yourself from pointing the finger at this guy or that person or this thing or this drug or this out, you know, whatever it is for you. It's about stopping that and turning that finger back towards you and really, really looking at it for what it is. You know, that was the moment I had to come to. That's the moment I wish for everyone to do before this crossing occurs, is to delve deep within and find what it is, you know, that you are here to be, to do, to live, to breathe, to, you know, whatever it is that's inside of you that you need to process in order to fulfill your destiny here on this 3D earth plane, in this life, in this carnation, during this shift. You know, I hope for those that I love who don't understand what I'm doing to be able to turn that finger inwards, turn that focus inwards, and really process all of those things. So that's about it, I guess. I love you guys very, very much. I'm going to try to do a reading this evening. I have another interview with some of my team members. We're going to be sharing some, you know, information and Q&A stuff that I have a few people have messaged me. They want to get some more intel. So I'll try to get a reading in tonight. If not, it will be first thing in the morning. And until then, I love you all. I wish you a peaceful and enlightened Tuesday afternoon. So ciao for now.